In this video, we will be talking about career development, following your passion and finding that awesome career that you've always wanted. I mean, that's frankly what everyone wants. People want a job or career that they can enjoy, that they can have fun at while making money. It's not like everyone like hates that and they want a job that they don't like. So let's talk about this topic. First off, a lot of people say stuff like, oh, you know, follow your passion. There's this new thing, follow your passion. It's like since the dawn of time, people have wanted to do stuff that they have enjoyed. So it's not really new. And if everyone could do that and they knew how to do that and it was easy, everyone would be doing that. The truth is that it's much more difficult to actually execute and figure out a game plan to get there than simply following your passion. In fact, there's this book that says, do your passion and the money will come. Well, unfortunately, it's not that easy. It's not impossible. It's doable, but the journey there is not easy, and the journey there is not, completely predictable and can be completely planned out beforehand. So that's my short little rant on that whole thing. So just, be a little bit wary when people say follow your passion. Yeah, it's, you want to do that, but it's not just, up and you do it. It has to be a specific game plan. Now let's get specifically to the main discussion of this video. So let's talk about the flip side of newer generations. So believe it or not, especially in the US and other areas, I think people are getting spoiled and it's kind of flipping. And what I mean by this is that there's a little bit of extreme pickiness in terms of career choice. And this isn't for everyone, but specific people, they're exceptionally picky to the point where it's just too much. Think of it like this. Back 100 years ago, the average human on America or wherever else, they had very few options in terms of the flavor of ice creams they could choose from, the type of clothes they could get, the type of jeans they could buy at a store, and the type of careers that were available to them. Let alone if you were a woman or you weren't of white ethnicity, you had very, very few options and choices, period. And that was the accepted norm. Now, unfortunately, everything's kind of flipped on its head where you have thousands of jobs. In fact, even for a specific career like doctor, there's tens of thousands of specializations because we've found that nature is a complicated beast and there's all sorts of crazy illnesses and stuff that we have now seeked out to deal with, which require further specialization for the 10 more years of medical schooling to specialize down, and thus thousands of jobs and specialization almost a requirement. Long story short, we have thousands of options for the type of food we can eat, the type of clothing we could get. We have 50 different variations of jeans, low-cut jeans, thin crop jeans, leather jeans, whatever else, to the point where if you go into your store, there's a specific term for this. I can't remember what it's called. It's like decision unease or something, where the more choices you have, the less happy you feel after you buy something, even though you have more choices. So long story short, what this means is that in terms of careers, some people, not everyone, but some people are super, super picky, and they've gotten to a point where, they have become this washed out veteran. Long story short, I would call these people individuals who have, they're just so picky about things that they can't decide on anything because it's not their dream career. It's not their passion, which pretty much stops them from progressing. You have to realize that, okay, your first, your second, your third job is not going to be this perfect thing or even close to it. And therefore, long story short, this level of pickiness or expectation that, you're going to live the dream life immediately is too much. So I think that's important. And I think the other thing is some people are on the flip side, and um, they're just they've lost hope, or they've just bought into this idea that um, there's no possible way you can ever have a dream job or anything like this, and all you can do is settle. And they settle so much, like they will go for a job that they absolutely hate, that's killing them. So that's just my opinion on things. And of course, those are just two groups. I think um, those are the two big ones in terms of youth and young individuals nowadays. But I think, in between there's a lot of small minorities, people who have just out of the gate lucked out or whatever else, and they have a really good job that they love and whatever else. So, um, for the rest of us, it's a bit of a struggle, and so I think you want to keep that in mind. So if you learn nothing else from this video, the big point I'm trying to make is, you know, don't be too picky. Don't be that guy who's like, that's not my dream job, or I can't. That's not my passion. When in reality, you have to experience things. You have to try them out, so forth. Um, and this is specifically directed at the people who are super super picky and super super influenced by the new modern society. Thanks for watching.